Christmases were usually fun. We'd have snowball fights, sing carols, and tell Santa Claus stories. But this year, everything changed. With Father off to the war, we scarcely had enough money to get by. Not only could we not afford new decorations, we couldn't even afford to buy a tree. So we decided to dig up our own. Marmee was off doing volunteer work, so Joe took charge of digging up the tree. Well, at least she tried to.
Joe, we're apt to catch pneumonia if you don't hurry up. We've got to get out of this cold air.
Maybe you could help me. I feel like I'm gonna drop at any minute.
Yeah, but you've got the only shovel, and besides, we're both freezing to death.
I know it's cold, but I need some help. This mud is frozen solid.
But I'll get my hands dirty, Joe.
So what?
Well, Marmee always said that a lady should never have dirty hands.
Marmee never pulled up a tree with her bare hands before.
Oh.
Oh.
Now, Joe, don't be so hard on Amy. She's just a little girl. Wait, I've got an idea. Joe, on Main Street, there's a shop that sells beautiful fir trees. Let's just buy a real small one.
Oh, come on, Meg. We don't have the money. You know perfectly well how tough it's been with Father away.
Yes, I suppose you're right about that. Anyway, we need the money for presents.
Yeah. I want a lot of presents.
I want to help the family. Phew.
Maybe you'd better give up for now. You're never going to finish the job before nighttime.
No, I won't give up. The roots are buried deep, but I mean to bring this tree home today.
I just don't want you to overdo it, Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks, but I'm okay, Meg. I'm determined that in spite of everything, we're going to have a Christmas to remember and tell Father about.
That's a beautiful sentiment, Joe.
What about gifts? Is there going to be enough money for some?
Well, Amy, maybe not. But Christmas is a time for giving. And not about what you get.
Suddenly, Meg and I felt ashamed for being more worried about presents than in helping Joe make Christmas bearable.
Hey, what are you doing? You shouldn't have to be doing that. Wait a minute, I'll help you.
No, thank you. I can handle it.
Oh, come on. If you don't let me help, people will think you're a tomboy or something. Let me help, okay?
Joe, please, he's right. You don't have anything to prove. Let him help.
Come on, please. Let me at least help you out a little bit. Well?
Oh, all right. I'm just used to working by myself.
Yeah, I know, but you're not used to this kind of work, and you could hurt yourself. Just count yourself lucky that I came along.
We all appreciate your help, Laurie.
You girls have found one of the nicest groups of trees. They're the best Christmas trees for miles around.
Really?
Yeah, that's why Grandfather bought this land in the first place.
That gave us quite a shock. We hadn't asked for permission to take a tree, and we surely weren't raised to be impolite and mannerless. Marmee would have said we were stealing and had a fit, but Laurie didn't seem to mind at all. He happily used his strong arms and our dull shovel to help us get our tree. He even carried it home for us.
I can't tell you how sorry we are for trying to take that tree without asking permission.
It's really no problem, Meg.
Yeah, but what about your grandfather?
Don't worry about him.
Well, I really like your grandfather, and I'd hate for him to think of us poorly.
Hey,
He won't,
Joe.
really.
Joe,
Don't
please
worry
aren't
about
dizzy.
it, Joe.
Come on, Joe,
He'll be happy
please.
to make your Christmas
Don't do
happier.
that. You'll tear my dress.
Joe, please.
Please stop interrupting.
I will.
Laurie,
Yes?
I'd like to introduce my little sister Amy.
Well, I'm very honored, miss.
I'm sorry, I neglected to introduce the two of you before.
Well, that's my loss. Wait, let me put this down. I'm glad I finally got to meet you, ma'am. Call me Laurie, Amy.
Happy to meet you, Mr. Laurie.
Amy, his last name is Lawrence.
Ow!
Amy?
Hi. Suddenly, I got butterflies in my stomach. He was so handsome and nice.
Well, Amy, what do you think of me so far?
Oh, yeah!
Huh? Sorry.
Laurie's dirty hand had ruined my idea of keeping clean, but I managed to wash my hands in the stream on the way home.
I've got to get back. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for the help. And don't forget our play is tomorrow. I'll be disappointed if you miss it.
Oh, I wouldn't miss it for anything.
Oh, you're back. What a beautiful Christmas tree. I thought we didn't have enough money for one this year.
Well, we didn't buy it. We dug it up. Only we were kind of on private property, so it could be we stole it. We started trimming the tree right away. We had to explain to Beth how we got permission from Laurie to take the tree, so she'd stop worrying. But still, a cloud was hanging over our Christmas spirit.
I know I'm acting spoiled, but Amy's right. Christmas won't be the same without a whole bunch of presents to open on Christmas morning.
Or wrapping all the presents on Christmas Eve.
Mommy is doing her best to manage our money and to keep us going while Father is at war. I think the least we can do is try to be happy with what we have got and remember the spirit of Christmas. We must keep our morale up for Mommy's sake. I know it's been difficult for everybody, but let's all just make the best of it. Amy, remember, it's not the presents that count.
Oh, I know. But I just don't think it's very fair.
Amy! Amy, we have a whole lot to be thankful for. A beautiful home and a mother and father who love us and plenty of food to eat.
Love and family and warmth.
Yes, but they're not the same as Christmas gifts.
No, Amy, they're much, much better.
But you can't unwrap them.
You know, sometimes you just make me mad. Shame on you.
Meg did have a point, but I didn't see it then. While we were having our discussion, cranky old Aunt March was leaving her house. She was on her way to pay us an unexpected visit. That visit would change the whole face of our Christmas that year.
Aunt March, I was coming to see you.
It'll have to wait a while, David. I'll be back at supper time.
But, Auntie, it's very important that we speak now. I need to ask you if you
Come
can...
back later, David.
But, Auntie, wait! Just tell me where you're going and I'll meet you there! Oh.
Ha-ha, double trouble, bubbling blue. I will make the spell come true. Piece of bat, my veil of purple. Veil of blue, magic powers, I call on you to gather near. Now you cannot defeat me. Hugo, I am too powerful a witch for you to escape the magic I command now.
Beast, you are mistaken. I am protected by all the magic of the amulet
No, Beth, hold it. You have to have more passion, more, well, fire and grief.
Okay. I've come for my love, Zara the Beauty. Hagar, bring me to meet my true love, and please don't torture me any longer.
Who dare come under my roof? Is it you, my love? I hear the voice of the awful witch, the one who vowed to end your life. Oh, mercy, her curse is awful. It burns my immortal soul.
Yes, be wise and fear my wrath. Now you two are separated forever.
Pretty good, ladies. I'm pleased with the way you've memorized most of your lines.
Thanks, Joe.
I just hope I don't forget my part. Uh-oh, it's Aunt March.
I'll bet she's coming to check up on us. I hope she doesn't stay long.
Oh, come on, Joe. After all, it's Christmas. She probably just wants to spend some time with the family.
Oh, I hope she's not cranky. Aunt March, how good to see you.
You answered so fast. I hope my sudden appearance didn't upset your plans.
No.
Since Christmas is tomorrow, I'd like to speak to you about personal gifts.
By all means, we're all happy to see you, and we do have some free time.
As usual, Lori was watching out for us and saw Aunt March arrive and go into the house.
Can she possibly be a relative? I doubt it.
Once she was inside, Aunt March studied every inch of the house with a fine eye. We were so afraid she wouldn't approve and go into one of her cranky moods. The only time she'd ever been nice was after she'd taken one of her long afternoon naps, and I think this day she must have had one. She was real pleasant. Still, there were moments when we really weren't sure. We held our breath to hear what she'd say.
Well, children, you have a beautiful home, and your Christmas tree is a handsome one. I think you've all done a marvelous job with them both.
I'm very glad you came.
I'm glad I came too, Meg.
You must be freezing. Let me heat up the fire for you.
Why don't you come and sit down in this chair, Aunt March? We want you to feel comfortable.
Yes, Aunt March.
You're very kind. Where is Mary? Will she be home soon?
She's doing volunteer work and won't be back till after nightfall.
She left the four of you unsupervised?
Oh, it's all right.
Yes, we take good care of ourselves.
Really?
There's really nothing to worry about.
Mommy feels she can be closer to Father if she volunteers. Twice a month, she makes the trip to the Army Depot and helps them put together packages for the wounded soldiers at the front. We take care of everything at home. We make our own meals, clean up after ourselves, and try to keep life as normal as possible.
That's right.
Well, you don't look the worse for wear. I just don't understand why Mary finds the need to go out and work when she has four beautiful daughters to care for right here. After all, charity is supposed to begin at home, but then I'm old-fashioned.
But we're happy, Aunt March. Marmee takes wonderful care of all of us.
Yes, but I worry. So much can happen you're not prepared for, especially to one as young and helpless as Amy.
Helpless?
Oh, Aunt March, did Mommy tell you how we solved our money problem?
Money problem?
Yes, with Father off to war. Well, it's been kind of tough to make ends meet. But anyway, we decided that out of respect for our absent father, we are going to do without presents this year.
Very commendable. But I already knew about that. In fact, that's why I'm here, and I'm impressed with all of you. So I've decided to give you each a gift. I hope you won't mind they're not wrapped.
Aunt March, thank you, but this really isn't necessary. We're happy to do without this year. We're touched that you should want to.
Nonsense. It's because you girls are willing to have Christmas without presents that I want you to have these.
Oh, Aunt March.
Buy something nice for yourself.
Aunt March, I'll always be grateful to you.
Here's yours, Joe.
Golly. You've just brightened my Christmas.
And now one for you, Beth.
Oh, thank you, Aunt March. This means so much to me.
You're welcome, child. Amy, you're so small I'd planned on giving you $50. Oh, but I changed my mind.
Golly, thanks! Gosh, I'm so happy, Aunt March, thank you! Yay! I could hardly believe it. Thanks to Aunt March, we were all gonna have a Christmas with presents after all. Later that Christmas Eve day, a man was seen creeping around our house. We weren't even aware he was there. For all we know, he could have been a robber or worse. But had we seen him, we would have known right away who he was. But Lori spotted him first. And since Lori felt it was his duty to watch out for us in our father's absence, he decided to confront the stranger, even if it meant putting himself in danger.
Gotcha. Hey, stop! Are you mad? Let me go or you'll rule the day. Hey, stop! Let me go! I'm gonna...
What are you doing sneaking around here?
How dare you touch me? Stop it this instant! You're crazy! Help me, somebody!
I'm not gonna let you get away that easily, mister, so you might as well just give up.
I can't breathe! Stop!
Now I think it's time we go to the authorities. Come on.
Authorities? You should be the one who's locked up. Ouch!
Well, we'll just see about that.
What in heaven's name is going on? David, is that you?
Huh? Help me, Aunt March! This man's crazy. He's out of his mind.
Lori, what's the meaning of this?
This man was peeking into your living room window, so I caught him.
David, is this true?
Huh? I was just minding my own business and this guy grabbed me.
Knowing you, David, I find that a bit hard to believe.
David, it's terribly impolite of you to be peeking through our window, especially at Christmas time. Lori, thank you, but let him go. He's harmless.
Well, I'm just surprised you don't want this man arrested.
I'm a close relative.
Huh.
Joe, who is this handsome young man? He's a neighbor worth having.
He's part of James's family, Auntie. Lori Lawrence, meet Aunt March.
My pleasure. My, I remember you as a baby. You were pretty as a plum.
Thanks, ma'am.
Well, what's become of old James? I haven't heard from him in years. Just like him.
Oh, he's very well, ma'am.
Good. Convey him my very best regards, won't you?
Yes, of course.
David and Lori settled their differences after Lori apologized. David had wanted to see Aunt March so he could borrow some books or something. As for me, I couldn't think about anything except what I was going to buy with my very own dollar. Don't you dare take my dollar. It's all I've got to my name.
I've just decided what to spend my money on.
What's that?
I'm going to buy a textbook on dramatic acting. I want to be the consummate performer of my time and all time. Thank you.
I was thinking I'd get a few of those colored pencils at the shop.
That sounds like fun.
I'm going to buy some music. Beethoven and Mozart.
Meg, what's your Christmas dream?
I have so many, it would be hard for me to pick just one.
You have to have a favorite dream, Meg. Tell us about it.
There's this pretty hat, and I'm sure it would be perfect for me, but it's entirely too expensive to buy.
We've been pretty poor lately, and maybe we should be more careful about how we spend the money. But I just want us to spend it on beautiful presents for all of us and have fun!
The next few minutes were quiet ones, all of us thinking our own private thoughts about the joys of Christmas. I know we were all thankful for Aunt March's visit, for it was she, of all people, who brightened up our Christmas. It would be a long time before I called her cranky again. We all began to wish it was time for Marmee to return home. We put her slippers by the fire so they would be warm.
I wonder how many Christmases Marmie's slippers have seen.
Maybe we should spend some of the money Aunt March gave us and buy Marmee a brand new pair of slippers.
Oh, Beth, that's a wonderful idea.
It is?
I've got a better idea. Why don't we each buy her a gift?
All of us?
We can afford it now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Joe, that's the best idea yet. We can each plan a gift for Marmee and then we'll go to town and buy it. Marmee does so much for us.
Oh, gee. I want to spend this on me. I mean, isn't that what we agreed on?
Oh, Amy, try to remember that Christmas is supposed to be about giving.
Yeah, she's
All
acting
right.
spoiled, isn't she? Well, you are.
Hey, don't worry. I'm confident that Amy knows what's important in life and that she'll come around.
Oh, yeah? Well, I won't believe that until I see it.
Oh, yeah? I can give presents better than anybody in this room and a lot better than you.
Stop it. That's not what Christmas is about.
Stop the fussing, please. We need to move on to more important subjects, like who is going to buy what for Marmee. Does anyone have a suggestion as to what we should get her?
Slippers.
Mm-hmm.
Meg, I'll buy Marmee a handkerchief with a pretty border on it.
Well, Amy?
Well, I'm going to buy perfume.
I guess that takes care of the three of us. Now, how about you, Meg?
Let's see. Perhaps some gloves.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see Marmee's face when she opens the presents.
Yeah, Beth. It'll be great. She'll like them so much she'll buy us gifts.
Oh, can't you ever stop thinking about yourself?
Now, Joe.
Well, it looks like the weather is pretty cold, but I think it's good enough for us to go into town. What do you say we go shopping?
Well, if we're all in agreement, I think Joe's suggestion is an excellent one. If we hurry, we can get all the shopping done before Marmee gets home. And when Marmee does get home, we'll surprise her with the fruits of our unexpected fortune from Aunt March. Agreed?
Yes.
We still haven't figured out how we're going to give the presents to Marmee. How do you think we should do it?
That's no problem at all. Once the presents are all wrapped, we'll put them in our Christmas basket to keep them safe.
Yes.
And then when Marmee's not looking, we'll put the basket on the hearth by her chair so that when she sits down to warm herself, she'll find the presents.
It's absolutely perfect. That's a great idea, Joe.
Thanks, Meg. Before us lie the best shops in town. Let's buy the very best for Marmee.
Gosh.
That looks very good on you, miss.
Oh. I was just, looking.
Here's what you wanted, our finest leather gloves.
It's our best lace-hemmed handkerchief, miss. Must be for someone very special. Shall I box it for you?
That perfume is $1. The other smaller one next to it is 30 cents. All our perfume is imported from France. Would you like for me to wrap one of them up for you?
Well, ma'am, do you have a bottle of perfume that's maybe a little bit smaller or cheaper than these two?
No, miss. These are the only sizes we have. Besides, at these prices, they're a bargain.
Merry Christmas, Joe.
Merry Christmas, Meg.
My word. Your present looks beautiful. There, I hope she likes them.
She won't be expecting any of us to give her presents. So when we present her with the basket, she'll be completely surprised and she's sure to love all the presents.
I can't wait.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Beth.
Am I interrupting?
No, come join us.
Where should I put Marmee's present?
Put it in the basket on top.
Sorry it took so long, but I really wanted to make sure I wrapped it just right.
It's very beautiful, Beth. I'm positive Marmee will love it.
Oh, I hope so.
Hi, Amy. Did you finish wrapping your present?
Yep, here it is. One bottle of perfume, just like I promised.
Isn't it a bit small, Amy?
You're making me mad.
Oh, woe is me, for my love has been imprisoned, held in a trap.
Joe, you're overacting a little.
I suppose you could do a better job. Remember, I'm the director. Okay, now, where was I? Oh, yes. And now I'm trapped as well. My body weakens and I grow faint. Oh. Well, you might applaud.
I would applaud if I liked it.
Well, perhaps you should show us how you think it should be done since you're such an expert. Go ahead.
Oh, woe is me, for my love has been imprisoned. And now I'm trapped as well. My body weakens, I grow faint.
No, no, no.
Hello, girls. I expected to come home to girls sleeping, not rehearsing a play.
I'm sorry, Marmee, but I was worried about Amy's part. I want to make sure she doesn't give a bad performance.
Well, I'm sure Amy will give a fine performance tomorrow. Try to be a bit more understanding of her, Joe. After all, she's just a little girl like you were once.
Maybe I am being too tough on her.
Well, since you're all up, I have some news for you. I've changed my mind about presents.
Oh?
I know your father would want us to have a happy Christmas while he's away, and what's Christmas without the joy of giving?
We all felt the same way, Marmee, so we went out and got presents for you, too.
I thought about it for a while and realized I missed the part of Christmas that's meant so much to me, like my daughter's faces as you open your gifts on Christmas morning.
I wish there was some way that Father could share Christmas with us, if only we could send it to him.
I know. How about if we write down everything that happens?
We'll bind it like a book and mail it to him. It'll be a fine Christmas present.
We all agreed to write down our experiences for Father, and then Beth began to play the piano. It was one of the happiest Christmases of my life. We listened to Beth play well into the night. The fire was toasty warm, and the music filled the room with joy. The feeling of closeness and sharing was wonderful. The snow fell gently that night and guaranteed us a white Christmas to remember. At last we went to bed, exhausted from our day of lessons learned. As for me, I could hardly sleep. You see, I bought a cheaper bottle of perfume from another store instead of the expensive one I should have bought. It leaked all over my bed when I tried to wrap it, and I learned something from it. Generosity not only feels better, it smells better too.
Fortunes of war can change their ways.